May we have all the Rotarians please all rise for the forward test. The forward test of the things we think, say, or do. First,
is it the truth?
Second,
is it fair or unfair?
Third,
will it be good relationships?
Fourth,
will it be beneficial to others?
Thank you. Please all sit it. Rotary song. May we have PPF to lead us to sing the Rotary song.
Rotary song. First verse.
Xem nữa à? Ok.
Xin chào.
Để khí chạy im nữa à? Khí chạy im nữa à? Cô sẽ tăng gì không? Chọc cười à?
Đấy, này打开 Let's go.
It's not working.
OK。
来，我们一起唱，好不好
OK。
R-O-T-A-R-Y
The spells Rotary. R-O-T-A-R-Y is known and seen. From north to south, from east to west, he profits one who serve the best. R-O-T-A-R-Y, the spells Rotary.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Introduction of visiting Rotarians and all of our guests. May we have Jimmy to introduce.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today we have 3 guests. First of all is our speaker, Sydney, 谢医师, and who is introduced by May, J-Mo's spouse, who is also our guest today. And we have our old friends, Aten. Welcome. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, our president's time.
Hi everyone. It's been a long time, like after a week. It's a bit unfamiliar. Okay, so first thing, just a few days ago, PP Simon and PP Robin, we went to visit the opening ceremony of this 新力少之家. It was pretty far. It was in Dongshi, and then it was because the seats were outdoors, so it was pretty hot. And then we enjoyed our men's talk though. Okay. Next, and that's one of our biggest event in the year, Christmas party. I hope we all enjoyed it. And then PP Skin didn't show up because that's a very good reason. Anyways, thanks to our group leader Jules and May, our dancing planner,
Conductor.
Okay, yeah, and also thanks to our PP Shuming and not PP, sorry, Rotarian CPA for the host, and yeah, that's all. And badminton teams, it's our new program, I guess. Yeah, organized by CPA and sponsored by many people. Yeah, and then we had this friendly contest against 文心社. Yeah, so like anybody who would like to exercise, play badminton, please feel free to join us. Yeah, that'll be my part. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, secretary's times. My part is very easy. All of the December board meeting will hold on after the regular meeting today, so all the board members please reserve your time to attend it. The next one, we will shoot the congratulation film after the regular meeting next week. Okay, so after a regular meeting, then this film was for the New Year, Happy New Year for History 3461. So please, everybody, if and the other mention is if you can have like yellow color, red color, or whatever fancy color for the Chinese New Year. So for Chinese New Year, this film is for the Chinese New Year. Okay, so next week, so everybody you can bring some fancy colors stuff to attend it. Okay. Okay. And that's all my part. And next one, program. May we have the speaker in the introduction by May.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. I will be introducing Dr. Xie on behalf of JMO, because he has a business meeting in Taipei, so I'll do the job instead. Dr. Xie is the director of the Functional Medicine Division at Botai 健康管理中心. Her background is in family medicine. You probably have heard of Botai 健康管理中心 before, as I know. Some of you are their customers. Botai specialized in executive imaging and health examination. And throughout the years, they discovered that, from serving like hundreds and thousands of customers, they discovered that a lot of the customers, their health examination results are within the normal range, but somehow they've experienced like long-term unexplained chronic discomfort, such as sleeping problem, or like fatigue, or lack of energy, or things like that. Their health results are normal, but they just somehow something's not right. So in order to further help them to resolve these problems, Botai recently launched the Functional Medicine Division, which offers a solution that's more of a personal and personalized and systems-based solution that can help identifying and addressing the root cause of these problems. And now I'll hand it to Dr. Xie to tell us more about details of what functional medicine is and some treatment methods.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Sydney, and May just introduced me. So I'm now director of Functional Medicine Medical Center in Botai 健康管理中心, and I'm a family medicine practitioner, and I'm also a homeopathic practitioner in Taiwan, which about 80 doctors have learned about this in Taiwan. And I'm also an American Board of Anti-Aging and Regenerative Medicine doctor and family functional medicine practitioner, and others like New Bug Flower Essence, Hollow Life Natural Medicine, and Singing Bao, anything like that. Because I have 3 children, I have so much to care about them. Yeah, that's. And today I'm very happy to have this opportunity to introduce and share something we are doing right now in Botai. We use homeopathy, of course, and naturopathy with the target resonance effect products to improve the health of the patient. And also we have functional nutrition therapy for the patients. And it is according to the functional medicine test, specialty test. So we are not just looking at the MRI or anything like before, but we have more precise tests for the patients. And we know we have many customers come to 博泰健康管理中心 for their health check, and some part of them, many of them, like 85% or 90%, they have some discomfort. However, their results are very good. They don't need to take any medicine right now. So what can we do for them? And we also have introduced IV intravenous nutritional therapy, and the three main IV nutrition therapy is high dose vitamin C, and Mayer's cocktail, and glutathione. This is particular for toxification removal. And we also do some very interesting approach, like there are so many people like to have their check for MRI, but they have to stay in a small hole, circle. You know if you have done it before. But sometimes people get very nervous when they get into the machine, and they cannot breathe, and they cannot complete the examination. So what can we do now? We can give them some homeopathic remedies for their nervous and dyspnea feeling. Help them to complete the examination. So it is very interesting also for me. So we have to talk about what is the functional medicine first. I don't know if here anyone heard about it before. Functional medicine. Let us look at this tree. It is a big tree, right? So we have to take a lot of time to grow like this, right? And this is the famous functional tree, functional medicine tree. So let us take a look nearer. Now we just take, if you have some discomfort, you will have some signs and symptoms, right? After we are collecting the signs and symptoms, we organize them into organ system diagnosis. Therefore, we have endocrinology, neurology, urology, pulmonary, cardiology. But if we just look at the leaves, we are not knowing what is going wrong in the root. Yeah. So okay, we can first deal with the symptoms and signs, but if we don't treat the root cause, it will come again, and become what? Chronic. So there is something, right? So we can look at the root cause of the tree. The tree, there is organizing system in fundamental and core clinical imbalance. Is his digestion okay? Is his immune system okay? How is his energy? And how is his structure? Yeah. And there is also antecedents, triggers, and mediators. So we know there is something, some disease with genetic predisposition. However, there's others, like mental, emotional, spiritual influences, and experiences. And what is the environment, the really root cause? How is he sleep? How is he exercise frequently? How is the nutrition status? How is his diet? And is there any stress? The stress from the family or work or emotional stress? How is his relationships with others? This is the root cause. So maybe we can have a different look for it. And what is functional medicine? It is personalized, systems-oriented model, achieve the highest expression of health. I don't know which one you would like it better. Do you like without disease, or do you like very health, really well-being? Yeah. And we have to address the underlying causes of the disease. So it is like a revolution from the traditional disease-centered to patient-centered approach. So everything is around the patient itself. And we address the whole person. So it is what we call holistic, the whole person, not any kind of the symptoms and signs. Then how to practice? First, we have to spend many time with our patients. Yeah, because we have to know so many informations, useful informations from us. And we have to listen to their stories and looking at the genetic, environmental, and lifestyle factors. All these three can induce a disease, and we can influence long-term health and complex chronic disease. So functional medicine can support the unique expression of health and vitality for each one of each individual. And what is the health status of global? There is a lot of chronic disease. And we are going to 2020 now. We are in December 2019. And it was predicted that non-communicable disease will account for 80% of the global burden. I think that is true in Taiwan too. And it's causing 7 out of maybe every 10 deaths in developing countries. It is happening in developing countries. And what is the primary driver of the chronic disease? Not everything is about gene. Although we kind of like, we have to examine our genes, and then what? You have to have good lifestyles and good environment to help you really into a healthy status. And if you really have a genetic predisposition, if you have really a risk in your gene, but if you have good lifestyle and good environment, we can influence the expression of genes. That is called epigenetic. Yeah. So the epidemic of chronic disease is very important everywhere, worldwide. And this is caused by nutrition. Are we really eating the real food? Or fish and chips? Likewise. And sedentary lifestyles. We no longer running in the forest or really work outside. We always in the house. And we have chronic stress. This is very different from before. And also there are poverty and uninsured. And environmental toxicity is also very important now. Everyone should check about this. With the functional medicine test, you can know. And indoor living, I just mentioned before. So what we are doing, we are trying to restoring the balance of the patient's environmental inputs and the body's fundamental physiological processes. It is the key to restoring health. So we can look at this. Obesity. There are many imbalances to cause obesity, like inflammation, hormones imbalance, genetic and epigenetics, diet and exercise, and mood disorders. However, when you have one imbalance, that is inflammation, for example, you can cause many conditions like heart disease, depression, arthritis, cancer, and diabetes. So let me share some case. I will share 3 cases of our patients with you. And this is the first one. He is a 37 years old man. And why he coming to us? Because every year he did health check with colonoscopy. Why? Why every year? He is relatively young. Because every year he will have multiple colonic polyps. 2016, 14 of them. 2017, 17 of them. 2018, 16 of them. Actually, he tried everything he know to make his health. He think health lifestyles. And then others, he always feel very tired all the time. So he also frequently have cold. Yeah. And also he has allergic rhinitis. So we have him to do the food allergy test, and it is very common here. He just has mild reaction with milk, egg, and peanuts. And this is the stress hormone test because he is tired all the time and he has many stress. He is a businessman. He has many meetings to meet. Yeah. If you know who is this, please don't tell him. So this is the result of his ideally. Ideally, we have this curve. This curve in the green is health. It is normal. However, if you have many stress at the first time, at the first stage, it will come very high. And the second stage, third stage, it will going low. So you will start to feel very tired all the time. So according to this result, he has stage 2 to 3 chronic fatigue syndrome. So we have to do something about it. And this is another profile. It is from the urine. We can look at the good gut dysbiosis and hepatic toxin profile. And we can see the DHPPA and tartarate, arabinol is very high. They are all very high and indicate too much Clostridia in the bile, in the gut, and too much yeast, maybe Candida, in his gut. So there is an imbalance, there is a dysbiosis of his gut. So we have to heal his gut. How to heal his gut? before we heal his gut, we need to understand this connection. When we have stress, it will affect our immune system. So it makes us very tired, and our immune system is influenced. And it will cause our gut microbiome dysbiosis. Also our brain, okay. So our plan is we avoid eating milk, egg, peanuts every day because he has mild reaction to it. And for gut dysbiosis, we have 4R, that is remove, replacement, re-inoculate, and repair for healing his gut. And also, not forget about the stress. It is the major. So we let him eat this product, adaptogen, which has ashwagandha, rhodiola, and licorice root in it. This is to support his endocrine and stress. And also, we suggest him to stress coping strategies like exercise. He already done a lot, and yoga and meditation. These are very easy steps, but have many benefits. And also, we have him with the high-dose intravenous vitamin C injection, and which he likes it very much because it is the nutrition, the high-dose vitamin C injection, so he can get the energy and vitamin C for a very short time. And it also can help with the chronic fatigue syndrome. So what can intravenous vitamin C do? Actually, high dose can help us fight cancer. Why? This is the cell. If we have too much vitamin C in the blood, it will there will be H2O2. But normal cell, they can transform it into H2O, just water. That is not a big thing. So, but for cancer cells, they cannot transform it, so cancer cells die. And we can look at this lady. Which one do you think is younger and prettier? Right. Yeah. Everyone is very good, very right. This is the same lady. This is 3 years before IVC injection. This is 3 years after. And before IVC injection, she has been diagnosed stomach cancer stage 4 with multiple organ metastasis. And he was 24 kilograms at this time. Yeah. So the doctor in the hospital tell her, we don't have so much method to help you. You can go home to rest. Yeah. But she didn't want to give up at that time. So she went to the Dr. Yanagisawa, and with the IVC injection for 3 years, now she has 40 kilograms. Yeah, and she is prettier and happier. And do you know these two people? The left one is yeah, and the right one. Actually, I don't know his name, but Goldfish. Okay. Do you know how old are they?
50.
Which one? 50. Which one? Brad. Okay. Right. And this one?
35.
35. So how do you think this 50 and this 35?
Well.
Yeah, he definitely did something. Yeah. Yeah. So he also has diet, skin treatment, and also IV drips. it will also help us to anti-aging. Yeah. After the treatment, we recheck the profile, and you can see the profile is getting better, but there is something here. That is because the day after he did the exam, he had some red wine, and it is because the grape. Yeah. So I think that's fine, and his symptoms is getting very better. And in this year, the colonoscopy just have two polyps, and I think this is not because the medication. I think it is also this patient is very empowerment, and he is willing to take responsibility of his health. Yeah. And he has more energy now, and he seldom having cold. The allergic rhinitis also got improved. Before, he just know to take less red meat. However, after a year and he looked at the profile, the result, he thinks, get rid of it. Still, yeah, eat the steaks. And then we have to introduce another therapy. This is homeopathy. Is there anyone heard of homeopathy? Okay, thank you. But you know, there is tens of thousands of physicians and over 500 million people worldwide is using homeopathy. Yeah, and it is loved by many famous persons. So you can have athlete here, and you have singer here, and you have the queen. Yeah, they all love homeopathy. So it is used by hundreds of thousands of physicians worldwide, and it is one of the most popular medicine in the world, and is progressing rapidly. And patients nowadays are increasingly, they are searching safe and natural alternatives. There is some advantage of homeopathy. It is being clinically used for more than 200 years. And it is safe, non-toxic, and without side effect. It is very big advantage here. So there is no interfere with other medicines. So it is really a good complementary medical therapeutic for complementary medicine. Let us look at this case. This one is one of my colleagues. He is 45 years old. So he is a doctor in the emergency department. One day, after he got off the work, it is very dark outside. You know, the emergency doctor takes shifts, you know? So it's very dark, and he walk and fall down to a level like that. And then he need to scream out to have somebody to rescue him because his bone was broken like this. Actually, he didn't know what is homeopathy. I don't think he will care about before. But however, after the operation, 1 month, he got back to the visit of the doctor. The doctor said, Your bone is not gross, Annie. Yeah, you cannot go back to work. You have to stay home. Yeah, this is very upset for him. So he starts to feel worried. Before it, he thinks, oh, I'm not so old. I probably can heal very soon. So when I talk to him about this. He is trying to make frog soup to make his bone growth. And I asked him if you willing to try the homeopathy remedy. He said yes, of course, because the frog he can accept. And after 1 month, he has some bone growth here, and after 2 months, he has more better, and then he can come back to his work. Not only about this, when he start to take the remedies, he feel that it is not so painful anymore. It also he can feel it, yeah. So after that, he is very has very good positive aspects for the homeopathy medicine, because we need to have some stimulus. If we cannot have the healing power of myself, but there is some way to stimulate it. Homeopathy is one of the choice. And here is some literature. There is faster healing for the homeopathy group compared with the placebo. And there is also lower use of analgesics and less self-report pain in the homeopathy group. So it is a very good remedy. And we are going to the third case of today. So it is a kid. He is a 7-year-old boy with ADHD diagnosis. And he was diagnosed, and the doctor suggested him to take the Ritalin, but his parents not very like to do it because the child. And when he came to me, he was born by cesarean section, and he is always irritable, have aggressive attack teacher and classmates. He has many impulsiveness. He has poor control of his anger. And not only he will bully the person he don't like, and he will enroll other kids to bully him. So he has powerful influence to other people. And he always disappear right away in the class, and teacher will find him outside, cannot find him anymore. And at night when he is sleeping, he often has his mouth open. That suggests he has some problem with his nose. And he will sing in the morning upon awake. And the sleeping is not quite good because he will talk while he is sleeping and much dreaming come up. So we have to help these children with his emotion first, and then we can help the health status better. With Hololive Natural Remedies, we have two remedies for him. One is bioessential for mental well-being. We take BID a day. And another one is BioBalance number 9 before sleep. And also we prescribe the homeopathic remedies. The phosphorus 15CH is for the ADHD classical, because they cannot have much long attention for anything. And the children with this is very sensitive to any kind of unfamiliar environment, unfamiliar person. And other mercurial solubilities 15CH, it is for the person that's angry and all the time, and will have beaten others because he bites his teacher when he is angry. And after 1 week, the sleep improved. He has less talking while sleeping. And one day, suddenly, he hugged his dad and tell him, "Thank you, Daddy, I love you." And when his daddy tell me this, his daddy has shine in his eyes. He never did this before. However, he's still attacking school teacher at the school, and he keeps saying that I don't want to go to the school. And there is new rule for him. If you attack teacher 3 times or more, you have to go home with your parents. Yeah, so that really makes him very upset. And he said to me, I had to go to the school. But when the kids get upset when he was brought home, what does it mean? It means actually he really wants to stay at the school. That makes him sad. Yeah. So I don't think let him go home is a good idea for him. So there is something improved, but still some problem. Yeah. So we keep the remedy and keep follow up. And then I try to teach the teacher and the parents how to keep him warm, because we notice this child is cold in his feet and his stomach. So he really needs warmth, any kind of warmth. And we have to help him to get more sense of security, because this kind of children is very sensitive. When he is feel unsafe, he will attack other people. And if we don't do right thing in this stage, I don't know what the person will be when he grow up. Okay, 1 month later, he became more polite and always saying thank you, and he has more awareness after he did something. After he had conflict with others, one time he went to the teacher and speaking very peacefully. He just fight with his classmates and he wants to apologize to him. So this made me and all the group, the parents and the teacher very moved. And I am very happy we can help him. And he can still stay in the classroom for a longer time. Yeah, and he no longer need to go home for a whole week. So we continue to follow him and wish him a very good, bright future. So this is our 3 cases. And we have a question here that is, what is the holistic approach people are looking for? The computer is a little slow. And let's do it again. It is really a beautiful video, but I think it will be even better if with sound with it. Okay, let us try this.
The key to our well-being is when body, soul, and spirit interact harmoniously. Because we are more than just our bodies. We stand in the midst of life. We want to shift things, go our own way. But what if we suddenly fall ill and need help? More and more people today want to be regarded holistically and at the same time benefit from medical progress. This takes time and attention. It calls for an approach to medicine that is by people for people. Anthroposophic medicine combines high-tech with heart. It has its finger on the pulse of scientific knowledge, and it is always asking what people really need and want. So that we can use our strength to find our own way.
So here is the words they just said in the movie. The key to our well-being is when body, soul, and spirit interact harmoniously. Because we are more than just our bodies, we stand in the midst of life. We want to shift and go our own way. But what if we suddenly fall ill and need help? More and more people today want to be regarded holistically and at the same time benefit from medical paths. This takes time and attention. It calls for an approach to medicine that is by people for people. Anthroposophic medicine combines high-tech with heart. It has its finger on scientific knowledge, and it is always asking what people really need and want, so that we can use our strength to find our own way. So that is today's talk. I end at the by people for people. And may we all have good health and happier life. Thank you very much.
Okay, everybody, thanks again for seeing me share. Okay, so Q&A time. Do we have any questions? Wanna ask our doctor?
Yep. First of all, very good speech. I'm curious, what is Myers cocktail?
Myers cocktail is about 10 grams. There is so many different recipes. Yeah. And Myers cocktail is with vitamin B complex and vitamin C, of course, and it is with lower, like somebody use 5 grams or 10 grams. And also with some magnesium, calcium, yes.
And what is it good for?
It is good for like chronic headache and the suddenly cannot hear, suddenly death. Yeah, deafness. Yeah.
Thank you.
A lot of things. Thank you.
Okay, any others?
Yeah.
Can this functional medical apply to psychological treatment? Like
psychological treatment. The third case is already a psychological treatment, and also we didn't look at the patient's nutritional status, not at all, at the traditional, conventional medical practice. Yes, but if they have like lack of magnesium and imbalance copper, they will have very nervous and can sleep. And how about the hormonal imbalance? The hormonal imbalance is enough to let you depression. Yeah, so there is a lot of things to do. Yeah, thank you.
Excuse me, I want to know average, how much is the cost and how long is the time for the patient to solve the problem? I mean average.
Average. The first case is our loyalty customer. he spent over half year with us originally, but the healing of his gut is about average is about 3 months. 3 months. And after that, he got better and he want to have better energy. So we have him like keep the anti-aging medicine, anti-aging IVC for him. Yeah.
And the cost?
And the cost. And the cost. It is you know, sometimes it depends on the condition of the patient, but that is why we need to provide different therapeutic plans, because if you want all of them in functional medicine studies and nutrition, it will have more time and more cost. But if you didn't do any examination, any check, but you still want to have some therapy, that is okay. Because after you have the check, you have to do some therapy, right? But if you don't have the budget. Yeah. We can really personalize. And like the ADHD boy, because the body of the children is very sensitive, so we really don't need so much so much on them. So it is about like one month about several thousands.
Several?
Yeah.
US dollar.
1 or 9. More than half, more than 5, I think. Yeah.
You should say less than 9.
Less than 9, thank you. This is my first English speech here. But if you will notice, it is very fast. It is just 1 month. And I plan to do it for him 2 or 3 months. Yeah. After we will look at it. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so next, attendance report. May we
No. Present.
Sorry. The president will give the present.
Yes.
Okay, attendance report. Now we have